Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Avowed, and welcome back to our playthrough.
One more, and I put a bullet in your
Right from the
And here I thought we were getting along.
You know, if you just tell me where the claviger is, I'd get out of your hair.
These docs?
He's out on official business. That's all you need to know.
So he didn't tell you either, huh?
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And he's late. Huh. Probably died at sea. Good riddance.
Actually, he's very much alive and standing right in front of me.
What?
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so... Ooh, on second thought, why don't I just shut up before I say anything else I regret?
Now there's a good idea.
No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
Not a problem. Which way did the ambassador go?
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
I usually work alone. Just don't slow me down.
I didn't survive my military days by being the slowest one in the squad.
Kai, before you go, the Envoy is no stranger to the wilderness, but you and I both know the living lands can be, unpredictable. Make sure he comes back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
Before I head out, what's this about the Steel Garrote?
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
Situation here must be dire if the Garrote's involved.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
You tell me, Envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back.
I've never met a Steel Garrote paladin in the flesh.
They're an order of religious cutthroats sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote? Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
First things first, I have to find the ambassador.
You do that, just don't keep her waiting. I heard she's a monster, the personal handmaiden of the burned queen. But that's not all. They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out.
The ambassador could be in danger. We have to get moving.
I admire your eagerness, Envoy. Just don't rush into danger too quickly, all right?
Right behind you. We've got to find your ambassador and my claviger before something else does.
New companion. Kai is a seasoned soldier and mercenary from the Rawatayan Empire. Restless but affable, his wandering has led him to the living lands in search of a peace he has yet to find. As an experienced and battle-tested veteran, Kai can withstand damage and draw enemy aggression. His incendiary ammunition can burn away flammable obstacles.
I'll bet you're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on.
Let's go check here. We will definitely go with unbending difference.
Let's get you some fresh air. Pargrunen left these beacons all over the island. They're good for finding your way around.
The city's getting crowded. Pretty soon the Adirans will outnumber us 3 to 1.
Why doesn't the Claviger put a stop to it?
Why do you think, dimwit? He's nice and cozy in the ambassador's pocket. That's enough for now. We gotta listen.
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Volter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today? From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly, and a few used pieces from people down on their luck.
I didn't consider the legitimacy of your wares, but I am now.
Apologies, friend. People see me selling weapons on the harbor and call my morals into question. I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains.
You're not doing much to gain my confidence.
Well, I believe my wares speak for themselves. Figuratively, I mean.
Let's have a look then. Well, we'll sell the Great Hammer. We'll sell the... There's a breastplate. But that's a significant stamina reduction for us. Gemstone we can sell. Let's sell the breastplate. Let's sell the shield. Sell the wand. Sell the robe. Let's see. Gloves. Braces. Transmogrify them. So we still have the port outfit. The Adiran outfit.
Protect that pretty face. Arm. Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't want to...
Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in? Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Garrote for you. Do I have to spell it out?
Let's see what you have for sale. Well, she has some lockpicks. Pick that up. Maybe we should pick up the treasure map as well. Yeah, why not?
What harm could some new armor do? Look good and stay alive.
But you don't sell armor.
Welcome to Dawnshore, traveler. My name is Dagerda. You seem like you could use a nice potion or a bite to eat. And I promise a safe and pleasant transaction, despite whatever Volter told you.
Alter warned me about you.
Ha! I'm sure he did. He'd rather chase off my customers than admit he was wrong.
What happened to break up your marriage?
To be honest, stranger, I'm not inclined to go into it. He knows what he did. And let's leave it at that.
Fair enough. I'm just looking at the wares. An egg. We're not gonna pick up anything here, I don't think.
The Living Lands are a dangerous place. A newcomer like you surely needs armaments.
Lovely fish smell.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, man.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
I don't think Dawnshore is much for niceties.
It wouldn't kill them to think about it, at least. How hard could it be to find a watcher?
Don't waste your coin on watchers. Nobody can really speak to souls.
I'll have to take that chance. I have a problem I can't explain.
Why do you need someone who can read souls?
I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Hold on. Why would Soros invade your house?
Why do they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who's they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
What happened to your plants?
I wanted to grow a little food, save some skates. They never thrived, that's all. Clearly, I have bigger things to worry about.
Most people would have given up by now. Why do you stay?
It's hard to put it into words. I just feel like I should be here. I'd heard it was dangerous, but the Glenfathan wilds were dangerous. I thought I was prepared. I had no idea what I was in for.
Chin up. Why don't I look into this Sorip problem for you?
Thank the gods. I wasn't sure how many more pitying looks I could stand. But then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
Trust me, that won't be a problem.
Still, I know it's a dirty job. Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Store's closed, everybody. My supplies are all spoken for. Again, store's closed.
I already told her I don't want to be involved.
I can't help it. After what happened with Kalisha.
I know, dear, but worrying isn't going to do anything.
You're right. Of course.
Have faith, love.
Oh, you must be the Imperial envoy that just arrived. Hello.
Darling, you don't think that...
I don't know. I'm sure you're very busy, envoy. But do you know of any other ships from Adir that are slated to arrive soon?
Is something wrong? You seem worried.
Is it that easy to tell? Gods, I must be losing my touch.
We're waiting for our son, you see. He's been living in Adir for a number of years now, but is finally coming home.
I just hope he doesn't meet any trouble. I couldn't bear the thought of losing him, too. Not after...
After we lost our little girl. She was working as a mercenary in the Deerwood. Last we heard, she was traveling to Gilded Vale to check in on Alvra, our other daughter.
But she never made it. We can only assume the worst.
I'm sorry for your loss. Truly.
We appreciate that, Envoy.
Thank you for taking the time to speak with us, Envoy. We really appreciate it. Gods be with you.
Still, there is something to be said for the stability that Darren's bring.
For you, perhaps, if you don't mind ignoring their stance on animancy.
I suppose. It isn't perfect, but in all my years living here, I've never felt so safe.
Ah, well, let's hope they never make it to Fjord. It wouldn't end well.
Around a bit before we head out. Even though really we are on a time schedule here. The Edir Empire, Part 1, Origin. In approximately 2200 AI, a group of tribes called the People of the Deer unified into a new civilization called the Edir Kingdom. The tribes, small and widespread over the land, knew it would be better for their continued existence to unify. The leaders of each tribe became advisors to the king, chosen by the group. Each advisor would still be lord over his people, but each lord would answer to the Fyrkanu, Fair Kerning, first king. This decision was exactly what was needed, and the Adiran kingdom thrived, spreading across the land and establishing strong trade routes. The Adirans became known as fair but shrewd businessmen. While the country thrived and internally there was little strife, there were still occasional skirmishes with the neighboring elven kingdom of Kulklin. Not long after the kingdom was formed, the Adiran people began studying animancy. Still largely unknown at that time, animancy was an exciting, terrifying new realm in which Adiran scholars saw great potential. This potential came to bear fruit in 2260 AI, when a group of animancers working together transferred the soul of a recently departed man into another body, creating the first of what would later come to be known as the Undead. The reaction to this discovery was swift and decisive. Both the King of Eder and the Church of Wodeka condemned this event, and the study or practice of animancy was outlawed. It would never again be practiced openly on Adirran soil. Conflicts with Culklin continued, escalating into a minor war in 2398 AI. Afterward, a treaty was signed, and the Kingdom of Eder merged with Culklin to form the Eder Empire. With the political and military strife now settled, the Eder Empire would become an economic powerhouse, able to acquire and generate resources that were difficult to obtain in other parts of the world. The Empire's trade routes became some of the most lucrative in the world.
That lighthouse has been under repair since Adirran ships began filling the harbor.
Move along, please.
I was here first. I'm not going anywhere.
You're not working or selling something, you're loitering. Clear the way.
Check the coop. Yes, actually, there's a sword for some reason.
You were trying to accomplish with that.
Now piss off.
This barn is empty though. Supplies for the road. Test your mettle. Do you think you have what it takes to stand against me? Come see for yourself. Whether you're a Paradisen native, an Adirran newcomer, or anyone else, you are welcome in my arena. Just leave your problems and politics as a threshold, unless you want to be the next one to test my theory, that Kith can fly, but only straight towards the ground, and only once. Come to the top of Macron's Assay, to see what you're made of. Cosmina, Weapons Master. Well, that does sound like a challenge. A couple of eggs. There's a spear.
come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
I suppose so. There are some forgotten ruins to the north. They're supposed to represent strength.
Protect. Time to resupply.
Yeah, but I'm gonna resupply you, probably. Oh no, she is the one selling armors, of course. He's the one selling the weapons.
Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance?
And have no dangers.
All right. Well, good luck.
Think the living lands will stop to let you rest? Pick up that weapon and keep training.
Got it. Ow. Oh, that's sick.
Our citizens depend on us. Swing like you mean it.
No, that's turned off. Okay. No one's.
Save some skates for the rest of us.
Sorry, boys. Seems luck is on my side.
Tildy at the bathhouse, more like. I saw her give you those lucky dice.
Oh, I think you're just jealous that she likes me more than you.
If she likes you that much, why is she still charging? Shut up and roll, you two.
Look alive, Margaret would be ashamed of witness such incompetence. My grandfather could do a better job than you lot. He's missing both arms. Put your backs into it. These palisades aren't gonna hold themselves. Another recruit. By the flames, Cynric finds the strangest types.
Ah, you must be the unparalleled man-at-arms, she mentioned.
Real generous with compliments, that Cynric.
Oh, she said that, did she? I knew she was sweet on me. Spar with me. Let me show you exactly what this unparalleled man-at-arms can do. Oh, it'll be fun, all right. In Magrin's name, prepare yourself.
Show me what you got!
All right, I knew. Well done. You have passed.
We've got other battles to fight.
That's a nice way to get our health back.
It's clear I underestimated your prowess. Fierce as a Rathoon you are, envoy. Now for your prize. Our surplus includes a large hammer, an arquebus, a spear, and a wand. What say you, huh?
We'll grab the arquebus.
Aha, the blessed firearm. Its flames burn brighter and faster than any I've seen before. With it, you will destroy your enemies. The arquebus, then? It's no godhammer bomb, but it will serve you well. Fear not the flames, envoy.
First get the leaves, these letters won't turn up. Que larde! I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
I like being mysterious.
I apologize. My curiosity got the better of me. Surely you see, though, a god-like envoy, you are quite unusual. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
No, I haven't. I just got here.
Maybe that's for the best. Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
Haven't done that either.
He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
Send your assistants out to the wilds? That sounds dangerous.
Cartography is not for the slight. It requires a certain initiative.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
Paying work? Count me in.
Thank the gods. At least coin will get me somewhere. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Girmund's Dispatch. Wanted. Sansa, a proprietor of Sansa's Emporium, has reported his assistant Girmund missing in the wilds of Dawnshore. A reward will be offered for the return of Girmund's cartographic notes. Below is his last correspondent posted to provide clues to his whereabouts. Sansa, pleased to report I've made it to Usher's Hand intact. I sense we've overestimated how far we can safely explore. We could outfit an entire expeditionary force with the bandits I've encountered on the main road alone. Nearly spent my whole purse bribing my way out of scrapes. To think I used to gripe about the Principi. Never again. Anyway, here now. Set up camp in the cavern while I scout the ruins. I wonder whether anyone in the wayward throngs of Paradise is an expert on dead languages. What are we calling the ancients anyway? Godless? Not much of a name. You think on it, and I'll transcribe. Hope I'm not writing down any curses. In higher spirits, Girmund.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Worker's note. I overheard a pair of men in the grinning Ballarrock talking about a treasure map at the top of the lighthouse. I don't know how the other workers haven't found it yet, but we're never going to have a chance like this again. Go back there and take a look now that everyone has cleared out. Make sure no one sees you, and watch that scaffolding. You don't want to fall like Fennec. We can't buy that vineyard near Salona if you're dead. Think about it. All the wine we can drink, and no one to bark orders at us. Lighthouse plaque. The plaque reads, in honor of the friendship and bounty bestowed upon Paradis by Fior Mesiverno, Ferd Majestu 2784 AI. May it triumph over darkness and guide us through these untamed lands. The note under it reads, by order of Claviger Aymond, closed until further notice. Repairs to the staircase and cupola are currently underway. At the bottom, a second note in larger handwriting says, heard Fennec's voice in the stairwell. Damn the repairs. Stay away from this place. Haunted by ghosts, it seems. Sales manifest. The document is a record of attempted sales. It is brimming with unfortunate accidents and consequential business failures. The most recent entries are as follows. Shipment C1, lost, destroyed by guards. Shipment C2, lost, destroyed in mail delivery accident. Shipment C3, sold, profit lost in robbery. Shipment C4, the following is scribbled in the margins beneath entry C4. I have high hopes for this place. The last market was hostile to cabbages. I'm sure here will be different. Climbing the lighthouse.
If this can hold me, you'll be fine. Just don't look down.
No! I hate it when he dodges instead of jumping. He does that too. Sometimes he jumps instead of dodging. Sometimes he dodges instead of jumping. It's kind of annoying that they're tied to the same button. Yeah. That's an unfortunate accident. Just forget that ever happened.
Looks like that broke off somewhere. Wonder where it goes. They weren't much of an artist. I think that's upstream by the park room wall. Well, nothing ventured, envoy.
Campsite. We'll head to the second area of the docks. I'm pretty sure we'll find a dagger here for now, before we sweep this area as well. Might be quite gonna do that.
There it is again.
Get a hold of yourself. There's nothing down there, all right?
There is. I heard it stirring.
It's probably your stomach.
Unless you found the missing key, I can't really talk right now.
They've got things here that even Well wouldn't dream about. I'm not...
There we go. Yep. Alright, we'll come back here later.
living lands are a dangerous...
Welcome back. What can Daggerda do for you?
Can buy some of this stuff. Thank you.
Nice to see you again. How can Walter be of assistance?
Yeah, we're not really going to be using these, honestly. All those later.
Time to resupply.
We could maybe buy some pelts, but I don't think we'll need them. Should be able to manage fine.
When this one falls, what'll you adherents do then?
Die alongside you, probably. You fall, we fall. That sort of thing.
If the stone wall up the road didn't last, your pointy sticks don't stand a chance.
Clearly his tits. Someone was actually...
People are angry. They can't see how much good we've done for everyone since we won.
Watch out once you get past the palisades. The Strangerroot is apparently hostile to life, as the scholars say. Wait a moment. Oh, there, I think my soul. You're the envoy. Sorry, didn't mean to be so informal. They say the Emperor sent one of his personal sneaks. I was hoping you'd be disguised as a Zarup or something.
Your reputation precedes you.
It's all above my rank, but it means High Crown's taking our situation out here seriously. I hope your voyage here was smooth as good butter. I know maybe too much about rough seas, what with serving in the galleys.
It was as restful as a pleasure cruise around High Crown's port.
First bit of good news I've heard all week. I imagine the Emperor spared no expense on your escort. I remember robbing those pleasure cruises. Easy pickings because everyone was so at ease. Sorry for the glib tongue. I've tried to be more proper before. Didn't work. I'm no good at niceties, including abiding by most rules. The law and I aren't exactly the best of friends, no. Although, I think that's Adia's problem. I was mostly just stealing food. If you're born to the wrong social class, Adia makes climbing the ranks rather difficult. Anyway, that's all in the past.
What did you do?
Mostly it was petty larceny. Sometimes it was spiteful larceny. Got caught when I helped a pretty girl rob her husband. I got caught for my many small, petty crimes and spent about 6 years on the prison galleys. Then, a year ago, an Adiran official came to the jails and told us we could serve the Empire for a shortened sentence or rot. You can guess which I chose.
Hey, we could do a lot worse than sun, adventure, and time away from the jails.
Seems reasonable to me, too. If I get lucky, I might even die out here. All in all, it's a pretty sweet deal. 3 square meals, bed of my own, maybe even a chance to retire as a clerk. Wouldn't mind being bored stupid for a few years. Better than the alternative. But first, even more palisades.
Have you seen any sign of the Maderan ambassador?
He and the Clavager passed through not long ago. I didn't much like it, but they refused an escort.
Tell me about the ambassador.
Less competent than he seems. You think with all the time the ambassador spends working, he'd have more done. No. I hear he's about a sneeze away from swallowing the muck he's paddling in. Poor man.
Anything you miss about Eder?
About Adir. That same hungry empire that is looking to gobble up the living lands. The one that sends people out to maybe die for its ambitions. Kind of you to ask, Envoy. But truth is, not really. Adir's fair and good to the people it thinks deserve compassion. But break its trust, and well, Adir will make you crawl to retrieve the pieces. You can tell it's a place that worships Wodiga. Actually, I miss the pies. The crust's all wrong here.
Why have you set up palisades here?
Just take a look down the road. You'll see the last palisades we tried to hold. And the ones before them. We're trying our best to keep the wilds at bay here, Envoy.
The wilds at bay? What's so dangerous up there?
The strangleroot is hungry. Every day it gets closer. Every day, weirder creatures crawl out from its foliage. Be careful if you're headed out there. Anyway.
I've got to go. Hold the wall.
Quiet as the depths. Oh, look, Paradise and Ladder. Incoming Zara! Oh, you got! You left! Hey! Over here! Time to grab. Those Arabs must have been scavenging supplies too. That's one for us. I think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside.
I think you're right. There as well. Letter to home. Dear Mother, every day on the front line is more dangerous than the last. I never thought I'd say that I would rather be facing an organized army than the encroaching wilderness. but this place is truly unlike any other. Still, through the grace of Wodica, we hold strong. The palisades are well defended, and our resolve is unbreakable. When the next wave comes, we will be ready. Reinforcements from the homeland should be arriving within the week, and with them, relief. Know as you're reading this that sending this letter was the first thing I did when rotating away from the front. I love you. Your darling son. Let's camp.
So, how long
today.
do you think it'll be before the locals realize how much good we're doing for them?
Realize? They're never gonna realize anything of the sort. We'll always be the invaders to them.
No, I don't think so. It's only been a few years. They'll come around eventually, I'm sure of it. They have to.
Sure, whatever helps you sleep at night, kid. I honestly don't care what the locals think. Past time they joined the civilized world.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
Let's just say I know how to get a job done. The Emperor prefers not to know the specifics.
Then I dare say you're better equipped than most who wash ashore here. You must have some truly fascinating stories of past exploits.
Perhaps I'll tell you about them sometime.
I'll look forward to it. But in the meantime, I have to wonder, why does the Emperor send his most valuable agent to the Living Lands?
I'd rather talk about why you're helping me.
Besides curiosity as to why a foreign agent was sent to the frontier, I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Claviger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge.
What's known about the Dream Scourge?
Not much. It's hard to separate fact from rumor. I've heard it changes people, makes them confused, disoriented, and eventually violent. No one seems to know exactly how it starts.
I don't know how it starts, but I've seen how it ends.
And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote Paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Claviger accompanied your ambassador.
I'd heard the Living Lands was a lawless frontier. A little order and stability are needed.
Don't get me wrong, we have had a welcome reprieve from the usual muggings and murders since your country folk started arriving en masse. But I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I serve at the Emperor's pleasure, and he sent me here. That's it.
Ah. I used to march to a similar drumbeat back when I served in the Rawatayan Navy. But that's a story for another time. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again. Even if it's just for a while.
What can you tell me about Paradis?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
I thought the Living Lands was full of eccentric exiles and criminals.
Exactly. What's not to love? These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
It's so deadly. Why would anyone come here?
For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
What was it to you?
Oh, little of everything. Rawatai is famous for storms and rocky soil, so I figured if I'm going to live in a hostile environment, why not pick some place where things grow? It seemed like a good idea at the time. Used to be, if you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
But Eder is changing things. Is that it?
That's what some fear. Hilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Stilgarrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Why is the soul plague called the Dream Scourge, anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growth. Like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
That's all. Good night, Kai.
We should be safe enough, but I'll take watch, just in case.
Let's see. Alright, we can make 5 rapid bits. They restore 40 health each. So that's more in total. But the 150 or so cures by itself. Dark chocolate, mariner's porridge, stew. Let's make 2 of those. And another one, cabbage stew. Some grog. A grenade. Some fruitful wine. Fermented cabbage. Make ourselves some tea. More tea. More arak. Some mariner's porridge. All right then.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you'll join me for the next part where we go looking for the ambassador. Until then, please do take care.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while. Perhaps I've got you to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
You take care, be safe, and enjoy life. Good night, and good luck. Bye-bye.